What is going on, junkies? It's actually over here now.
I see that.
Welcome to the DarkSide Gaming Podcast. We are your hosts, Reaver.
And I'm Picnicker Sojix.
What?
Picnicker Sojix.
Picnicker Sojix. I'm going to pull that curtain a little bit more. Nah, fuck it.
Oh, we need Tepic.
Oh, we need Tepic. Actually, you know what? This is what we need. Whoops. Just, whoa. I went in too hard. Ah, fuck it. You know, whatever. Anyways. If we can, get shit going here. There we go. Here's our new layout. I updated it a little bit. It's pretty much the exact same layout as before. I played around, couldn't figure out anything. So, I just updated it a bit. I think this looks better, yeah? What do you think?
No, that has the Creed on there, so that's all we need in life.
That's all we need in life.
Yeah. I could run for office with that slogan.
Actually, there we go.
There we go.
And this. So you gotta work fucking smarter, not harder. Alright. So, what have we been doing this week?
How about the last 2 weeks? 3 weeks.
3 weeks, actually, yeah.
So we had to go on a little bit of a break here. You know, life happens, stuff was going on. Had nothing to do with people procrastinating and pushing their 10-page paper to the last possible minute.
Uh-huh.
That's what you were wondering. Nothing to do with that.
Nothing like that, huh?
That would be irresponsible. But, so it's actually been really cool. So
since you looked at me. The Bare Naked Lady song, it's been...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
No,
that just immediately
Bare
popped
Naked
in my
Ladies.
head. I know, relevance.
Right. Gosh, I've been playing a lot of stuff. I mean, since the last time I probably updated. Let's see. So tons of Skyrim. The special edition on PS4. Yeah.
Mods?
I'm a pleb. No, because it disables trophies.
Yeah, well, we all know you're a trophy whore, so you'll purposely not have more fun.
Yes, however, I do have to say, it runs so fucking smooth. I mean, probably a good chunk to do with it because it was, because it's made to now run on these new gen consoles, and it's a lot just better in general.
Okay.
But everything looks really good. Everything plays really well. The voice, everything. There's a couple of still like minor glitches that exist.
To be expected with a Bethesda title.
Yeah, to be expected with a game of that scope. I mean, I think it's hard to create something so huge. Like one of the things that happens to me more often than not is the first playthrough, because of course I'm doing several playthroughs already. Because the first playthrough I was a 100% mage and going conjuration for my weapons. So every now and then, very rarely, but every now and then I would conjure up a sword and it just didn't quite appear, but I could still swing with it, and then I just couldn't see where I was hitting. So it was funny. But so a lot of that. Recently, of course, Pokemon, as we knew that was coming out. I've been playing that a lot the last since it came out Thursday night. Although I had to work the midnight launch, so I wasn't up too late playing that. And then quite a bit of Overwatch for me. We played a bit as a team here and there.
Yeah, we need to play some more Heroes though because of the Nexus Challenge going on. It goes into the 6th.
Oh, that's it? Until the 6th?
Until the 6th.
Shit.
And I need like 2 more matches, and then I have my 30. So I
still need 15 more for the 30. 20 more for the 30, because I'm at 10, I think.
Okay.
I'm at 10. So
5 more, you get Zarya.
Right.
Zarya is a little strong, in my opinion.
Yeah, a little unbalanced. I know that one match, we had a bitch of a time taking her down.
Well, I think she's strong, but I don't think she can't. I don't think she can carry like a normal warrior can.
Right.
It's just her shield. She can get really charged up though.
Does it work inspired in the way that it does in Overwatch, where it gets, if you hit that shield gets hit and then powers up her basic attack or whatever?
It's the exact same.
Okay. So I mean that's pretty cool. I have been interested in trying her out because for whatever reason I'm just not good at MOBAs naturally. It's taken a lot of work for me to even. My goal usually is to just not be the reason we lost. To try to help as best I can, but try not to feed. Try to be smart. And too many times it looks like I feel like, oh, you know what? I could just go a little further and I could take it and I could do it.
No, as soon as you think that, you go, no, I can't, and back up.
So I did a match. I wish you guys were there. You guys would like.
I do it all the time, though. I'm horrible at. Doom will attest to this. I go too far forward all the time, or even if there's no one there,
right?
And you're just pushing the lane. You push too far into their side, they come up behind you, right? And you have no recourse.
Yeah, no way to escape.
So unless you have unless you're playing a hero that does have an escape where they can just boom boom gone.
Yeah.
You're playing with fire.
So one random thing that I think has been beneficial to me that Heroes has done for a while now is its daily quests. Every time you log on, you get the different quests and everything. And it has since its original inception has helped me and forced me to play other characters. I can get rewarded better for it, to play different classes, to play different.
Well, another thing is it doesn't take very long, and it's not very hard to level a character up to 5.
Right.
And every time you do, it's 500 gold.
Right. Boom. So yesterday I had the quest to do to play as a StarCraft hero. So I picked one that I had, and I think it was Zeratul, and I'm terrible with Zeratul. He's so squishy, and you have to be so good with him to be good with him. I
love Zeratul.
I was terrible. So I did a match. We got destroyed. I'm sure it was my fault. And then we did another match, and I had 12,000 coins, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna buy someone new. So I looked around, and I ended up landing on Tassadar. Okay. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot he's actually a support, but a little bit different because it's the preventative damage.
Yeah, he doesn't heal, he gives a shield.
Right, and he can shield himself, and he's got a little bit of that escape and a little bit of damage. And I was like, so I looked up his builds, and I found one that was an aggressive build, which is one that I'll probably focus on using when I'm playing by myself, or for hey, let's pre-plan it and I'll solo lane, because he can solo by himself just fine.
Yeah, he can solo lane by himself.
So I was like, man, that's actually. So I had a ton of fun, and I went to the very, very end, and once again, my impatience is what ended up getting me killed. But I only died once in this game. I had, God knows how many assists, 25 or 30 assists, whatever it was. So it was a stupid amount of assists. Only a few actual hero kills. I think it was less than 10. But for me, in not dying, my focus was don't die. My focus was harass, piss them off, and let these other because they had a Diablo, we had a Diablo. Have you ever seen a Diablo and Diablo fight? By the way, they're ridiculous. They're stupid. They're just throwing each other around, beating each other up. But it was cool because they would throw my Diablo and I'd shield them, and then and then drops, and then I'd go Archon and then really fuck their life up. And then one of his abilities, he gets I forget what it's called, but it's like Shrink Ray or something.
Yes.
So it would be the Diablo and Diablo fight. I'd shield ours and shrink theirs. Especially, I would also try to do it if he was ulting. It was the funniest because it'd be in the middle of this big, huge flamethrower, and then tiny mini Diablo.
That's hella funny.
So it was pretty fun, and we won. And it was cool because it completed all 3 of the quests that I had. I needed one more win. I needed to complete one more match for the 8 matches, and I needed to finish more matches StarCraft. So that alone got me 1,600 gold. I was like, sweet. And then, that Pokemon Skyrim, that's kind of been what I've been up to.
Pokemon the last couple days, right?
Pokemon the last couple days. It is. Pokemon's great. One thing though, I want to talk with someone else who's been playing it because I know you haven't, but it feels in a good way a lot slower paced.
Rob said that.
Maybe it's just me.
I was talking to Rob and or Bobby.
Yeah,
and he said the exact same thing. He says it's a lot slower paced,
which is cool. It's almost frustrating at times because I like to grind a little bit, because before you have your set. At least I had my set method: go into a new area, catch a bunch of Pokemon, find the cool ones, and then grind a bit, and then go and beat the next gym, and then just cycle and repeat, go through that way through the whole game. And there's no gyms. It's kind of hard to figure out your typical benchmarks. It's like, okay, well, what should I be at this level? Where should I be at that level? And in the beginning area, I like to usually level everything to 10 before I fight the first gym. Well, there's no first gym, and leveling to 10 was difficult because most of the wild around you was level 2 and 3. So it was just taking forever. However, I will say they give you EXP share super fast in the game, and it works just like an X and Y, where the whole party gets it. Which it's a love-hate relationship, but it's cool because especially if I have some of these other guys because in this area it's all new Pokemon, and of course a lot of older ones too. But you catch something new, and maybe you want to try it out, but it's fucking 12 levels lower than everything else. And you're like, fuck it, I won't look at it. Or you could just leave it in your team, let it level up, and go on.
Yeah, that's 6 slots always. Somebody.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I usually kind of have my 3. I have the Donald, and I named him that. And every time I throw him out, I go the Donald.
Which one?
Gumshoes.
Gumshoes.
The final form. The Donald. And he's actually pretty cool. He's got the strong jaw ability.
Does he build a wall?
He does not. I was hoping. He got something more later, but no. It is eerie though how much it looks like him. Like the hair is just
they did a thing where they addressed it and like, no, he's not modeled after or anything. I was like, you're fucking lying.
Yeah, I wouldn't admit to it either. I mean, you don't want to take any kind of political stance in any of that. But he's very much a glass cannon. He hits pretty hard, but he can't really take a hit too well.
Is he normal?
Yeah, he's normal. He's like the Rat-a-tat of the area. He's exactly in the area. He's all over the place.
So he's all over.
He's all over, but
so you got Trump everywhere.
You got Trump everywhere. With his and it's funny, right? Because Wonder Trading is back.
Okay. Yeah. I remember.
So it's every time I get one of these, I mean, okay, not every time, like 3 out of 5 times, it's Trump named related. The Donald, the president, Trump, racist, whatever. Like they call it something every time, and it just cracks me up. Like I sat there for like an hour just Wonder Trading. The same dude, I'd go in and catch one and name it something stupid and just send it out. But but it's cool because he's got. I am using them, and what's great, like I said, one of the best things that we kind of knew early on that didn't get really solidified till later on, so we never got really a better chance to talk about it. HMs are gone. HMs don't exist anymore.
Really,
they're gone, and it's great because I don't need an HM slave. I don't need a throwaway Pokemon.
I think that's what I hated the most.
Yeah, because you had to have an HM.
It's like because I'm looking at my moves, I'm like, I don't want this fucking. I don't want cut. I don't want it.
They've even taken it a step further. You remember the move Rock Smash? It does exactly what it says. Smashes a rock.
Smashes rocks.
Early on in the game, you get access to a Tauros. And it's funny because it kind of played into the story a little bit. That Tauros has been running around, and each island has a kahuna that's in charge of it. I love the
big kahuna.
The big kahuna, yeah. I love the whole theme of it. I'm not going to claim I'm very literate in Hawaiian culture in any way or Islander culture, but
it plays enough off the stereotype.
But in a good way, not like in a bad way. And like everyone, hey cousin, this and that. So it's really it feels really really good because you're the new guy, you're the newcomer. And everybody treats you really well. The one thing though, one of my complaints about the game, and it's just in the series in general, it's been gone for a long time, is a true rival. There's not been a true rival.
Red.
There has not been a true rival since Blue.
Blue,
Gary, whatever. Yeah. Ass Hat, whatever you need.
Ass Hat.
Typically.
It was always Ass Hat.
I was always Ass Hat. And then in Silver,
face.
in Gen 2, you had the redheaded kid, who, theory holds it that he's Giovanni's son, but he was a true rival. But then after that, you didn't have that true rival, that sense of, hey...
You had a friend who you were always in a competition with. That was it.
Yeah, you had a friend who was like, hey, I love my Pokemon, and I don't really care about winning. You want a battle? It's like, alright, I guess.
Because I'm about to smash that ass.
You're done,
Your Pokemon aren't fainting. They're dying.
Your Eradicate is dead. No, but he's cool. His name's Hal.
Oh man, Joey was always my rival, dude.
There's a Joey. I found a youngster Joey. And I was so mad he didn't have a Rattata. He didn't have one. I was like,
he didn't have the 1%.
No, he didn't have a Rattata or even the new Rattata.
Cruising 13, putting a bunch of money. Blah blah blah. Hold on. Let's see what he said.
Asking for advice on Oculus Rift games.
You guys could tell me about it so I could buy them. For the Oculus, so I'm not too familiar with the Oculus. I'm more the Vive. But for the Rift, let's take a look real quick. Because I remember looking at some of the games. We did a thing on some of the VR stuff a while back.
Yeah, number 1 rated is Minecraft VR.
Oh, actually, if you're into like
Valkyrie.
Space games and stuff, yeah, Eve Valkyrie. I personally really like Space Sims, and then with the whole VR set, and then actually it feels like you're in that cockpit. It's amazing. What else we got? Oh, did they do Elite Dangerous too?
Yeah.
That's another one. That's if you're really into the VR stuff.
Well, my battery's about to die.
Oh.
Because I don't charge my phone like a responsible human being either.
What?
Man, I'm slacking.
Does Elite work on the Rift? On the Oculus Rift. Elite Dangerous. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's saying 2016/2017. So it's either here or it's going to be.
It's only 20 euros or 20 pesos, whatever that is.
Oh yeah, Fallout 4, Subnautica, and Skyrim have VR settings. I forgot all about Fallout and Skyrim. That's right. Subnautica would actually be pretty cool. Actually, now that I think about it.
Project Cars, if you're into racing. I don't know why you would want Defense Grid.
Why would you want Defense Grid 2 VR? Like, what?
Techno Lust. I don't even know what that
I think our next one, I'm going to really go in depth on some of these VR games now that it's been out for a little bit.
Your old place of employment, I believe, has VR. PSVR.
I fucking want to go there.
No.
That guy.
They've called me. Since my promotion, they call me, hey, come on.
No.
Like, nah, man. I'm busy. I got 14 kids and 3 wives, dude. I can't do it. Sorry. I'm expecting more. It's gonna happen. But so anyway, Blight Me was right.
Yeah, that's Blight Me.
Cool. But you know, the Pokemon game is a great time, dude. It broke records in terms of its pre-orders. I know we kind of have a shaky stance on pre-orders, but it broke records in its pre-orders and it broke records in its sales. It's insane.
Like Super Hot and Robo Recall. I don't know anything about Robo Recall, but Super Hot, that'd be pretty cool, I think.
You give me a Super Hot coffee recall. That'd be nice.
Super Hot was a very interesting game. If you don't know anything about Super Hot,
no.
When you're standing still, the whole world stands still. As you move, everything moves.
Okay. It's kind of how the real world works for me.
Yeah. So there's there's guns and stuff, and so everyone's shooting, and then you see the bullets, and then you can move, but when you move, the bullets move. And so you have to constantly gauge where you're going and how you're doing stuff. It's really cool. I really like it.
Nice. Well, congrats on that Oculus Rift there, Cruising 13.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely congrats on that.
I don't read English. But no, Pokemon looks, it's a ton of fun. Like I said, I've been playing it quite a bit. I'm trying to stick to, it's really hard because it puts some Pokemon that I've always liked having in my team, like Magnemite and some of the other more normal types that we were used to coming across, Lillipup and stuff like that I know are solid Pokemon that I'm like, oh, let me grab you. And now I'm like, no, fuck, let me try all these new ones. So I'm challenging myself to nickname them something clever. So the Pikipek's final form turns into a toucan bird. So I named it Sam. Toucan Sam.
All right.
Yes. This one's a little out there. But Poplar's final form is very feminine. All right.
You're gonna piss off people.
I'm gonna trigger people. I don't apologize. When I chose it, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go Poplar because it's water fairy, it's a dragon killer. Let's go. You know, I've always choose my water types.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm hoping it's a girl. What's a guy who eventually turns very female looking, but not actually female? So I named it Bruce Jenner.
Okay.
Be triggered.
Fantastic.
Be triggered. Be triggered. So, and then
Troll level 9,000.
Of course. Then the Donald. And
Google Earth Street View is where I was in a ton of time in. Why do I keep?
I don't know.
What is it? Okay, VR. There we go. Okay. Right now.
That's it's a little creepy, Blight Me. What do you?
Okay, Blight Me. You're gonna have to explain how. Because I remember last night he hopped in for a little bit and he was like, I'm gonna go do Google Earth Street View, and I was like, it's a little creepy. And then now he said, but now I connected it because he says VR, so I was like, wait, what? So does it feel like you're walking on a street, like in someone's random neighborhood?
You know what's cool is that there's a street outside that you could probably go walk on.
Oh God, I knew you were gonna say that shit.
Like, no, it's cool. I get it. Like, I get it. Like, I've used Google Street View to find places. Really quick anecdote for me. There was some people that are important to my life, or early on in my life, and when I was really, really young, and I lost touch with them as I grew up and moved away. And then I remembered vividly how to get to their house from the freeway. So I used Google Earth Street View to walk my way to their house because I knew the city, and I couldn't remember the street name or let alone the house number. But I found them that way, so it's awesome in that sense. But
well, no, I'm not gonna lie. I've used Google Earth Street View to look at really nice houses.
Of course.
And then daydream, like, I wish I had the money.
Yeah, I look at open fields, I'm like, what can I build here?
Can I become Twitch famous one day?
It's up to you guys.
It's all on you guys, you know.
Yeah. No pressure.
Make a poor boy's dreams come true.
Yeah.
You can visit the pyramid, see the Great Wall, and yes, you can look at rando streets. Okay. I see what you mean. You can actually go. You can like. Well, with the VR, I can see that you feel like you're there.
I get it. I'm just giving Black Me a hard time.
Of course you are.
Because he always gives us a hard time.
Well, hey,
I don't know.
Well, Black Me challenges us, I guess, and that's a good thing.
Absolutely,
I like it.
I'm also wearing this headset for no reason. There's no sound coming into it. It's just comfortable.
He's wearing it for no reason. Speaking of, I'm going to do a quick overview on it. So my old headset broke. And so I got a random one to hold me over until I can afford the one I really want. So this is the Corsair Void SE. It's on sale at Best Buy for a lot off. It's normally like $125, $130. Right now they have them for like $80.
Muy bien.
It's wireless. It's got virtual 7.1 surround sound. It's not bad. I personally don't like it too much. I'll be the first to admit it. But it's not bad for what it does. I'm just really used to really higher end headsets, so it's more of a fact of me being spoiled by better sound than these being bad or anything. But like, if you have the money, this is great because you can't find wireless 7.1 surround for less than $100. Like, you can't find it. It's not happening unless they're on some massive
closest
sale.
thing you can get is the PlayStation Golds,
and even those are 5.1s, right?
No, they're 7.1.
They're virtual 7.1.
The latest one since the 2013 reiterations of them, or 2014.
What'd you say, Blimey? I do not understand.
Mophie that shiz. I don't know what that means, man.
Oh, here. You need to, you can model it, though.
Watch out.
You gotta get this down right there.
You gotta give me a random controller so I can do that nerd girl pose. Just.
Oh, no, you have to, like, bite the controller all sexy.
I'm a...
Right there. Yeah, look.
I'm a gamer. Girl gamers are true. They exist. They're not a myth. But the ones
that do shit like that are not.
No, you lying.
You're lying.
You're lying to me. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to your grandma at the dinner table. Like, stop.
All right. So, and then really quick for me, I've been playing Tyrant. Love Tyrant. Blue
Mophie.
Don't know what that is.
I'm assuming it's a headset.
If it is, please send me a link.
Blue Mophie.
I'll take a look. What I was going to get is the Siberia 800s.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Nah, they're fucking delicious. Or the Strix 7.1. Just because of the actual, there's 5 speakers in each cup. So it's pretty nice. I've been playing
powered high-fidelity headphones with an integrated audiophile amplifier.
I feel like he fucking copy-pasted that.
Nah, either that or it's an incarnation. But wait, there's more.
I've been playing Tyranny.
Yes.
Fucking
I watched some of your
love Tyranny.
Like, I want to watch them, but I don't want to watch them because I watch when I know you're like in the middle of a fight and I'm not gonna get anything spoiled from story wise. So I watch those. I'm like, all right, cool. And then the conversation starts. I'm like, skipping. But no, it looks dope as hell, dude.
Dude, it's so.
They need to put it on sale. Black Friday's next week. I know y'all just came out, but come on.
$350.
It's too much for Tyranny. Clearly, that's for the headset.
I know.
Say $350, bro. That's
so. Here, let's get right into the news. We're gonna start off with
meat and potatoes.
Titanfall. It's a great game. Its story is awesome. The multiplayer is a ton of fun.
I understand if you blink though, you'll miss the story.
It's pretty short. It is pretty short. Obviously, the story, in my opinion, is not $60 worth because it's so short. But it's good. It is a great story, and right now, everywhere has it on sale.
Yes, I saw that.
Origin, if you use the code Titan20,
on Origin,
on Origin,
you get $20 off.
It'll be $33.
Damn, son.
You can get that shit for $33.
I'd rather buy Tyranny.
You'd rather buy Tyranny?
No, like it looks cool. Like it was funny. I actually had a good conversation. So since I've been working a lot again, I'm re-exposed to a lot of people, customers, and I get asked more times than not. My favorite. Oh, what's the best game on insert whatever stupid console here? I go. Your question is extremely subjective. What kind of games do you like? That's my answer every single time. Oh, what do you mean? I'm sorry, I said the word subjective. It depends.
It depends.
It depends. I'm not talking about the ones you piss on. Different depends.
Oh God.
But so anyway, the guy was like, I got $60. I can only spend $60. What should I grab?
So you can buy a brand new game.
He's like, what should I look at? Should I grab Timefall 2 or Dishonored 2?
Okay.
I was like, all right. Well, what are you playing on? I'm playing on PS4. I'm like, okay, so you probably
two completely different games.
I'm like, yeah, you're talking freaking apples and oranges, night and day.
Titanfall 2 is the worst starter present. Here's the thing with Titanfall 2. It's got a low player count.
Right.
Very low player count.
Well, it's because of the reasons we said. It came out at literally the worst time. You cannot come out between Battlefield and Call of Duty and expect to sell well as a shooter.
Seriously, it came out the worst fucking time. But at the same time, it's a shame because the game's really good.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like BioShock was. BioShock came out in 2008, and the year it came out, there's too many other games that were also really, really good that had that big AAA.
To put a new IP out.
That just came out at a bad time, and then later on, a few years later, people were like, "Hey, what's this? Oh, it's BioShock. I gotta try it." And then now it's let's remaster it because everybody loves it. Of course they do.
The other thing is, it's just a better Call of Duty. Honestly, it's a better Call of Duty with mechs.
So it's a regular Call of Duty. So my place of employment hooked me up with the free deluxe edition of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare,
which I played.
Which include. Oh, you downloaded it? Oh, okay, cool.
Wait, did it come with Modern Warfare?
It came with Modern Warfare, and it came with the Season Pass. They're all on there. I didn't think you were interested.
I couldn't find the. I wanted to play the Modern Warfare, the old one.
Yeah.
I didn't know they gave you the deluxe. I thought they just gave you the regular one.
No, they gave me the deluxe. I got the Season Pass and everything.
Alright, so how do I find...
I don't fucking know.
Alright, we'll figure it out.
I'll be here till a little bit later. Okay. We'll figure it out. I guess I've been playing that too. That's what I've been playing lately.
Because it's good, Lightning. It's good.
And the first one was it even on PC?
Yes, it was PC and Xbox One.
Okay.
That was it.
So...
and that's why you gotta remember when it did come out, Xbox One sales were at like the lowest they were. Because Xbox One didn't sell.
It's easier to sell Wii U at that time.
Yeah, it was way easier to sell Wii U actually.
Oh, it was Mario.
Oh, I know because I got people to buy Wii U's over Xbox One.
You're a terrible fan.
It's the PlayStation was just outselling. Yeah. Everyone, and they were like, "Oh, we're only gonna do Xbox. We're gonna push Xbox." Well, you didn't push anything. Well, and then
they went with assumptions from the previous generation. In the previous generation, the 360 was superior in the fact that there's so many more of them out there.
We'll see here. Okay, believe me, no one's gonna play known failure. Titanfall 1 was a failure. It's a known failure. Titanfall 2 is not a failure. It's only a failure in the fact that it has a low player count. I believe this sale going on now is going to boost that. And as more people play, they're going to see that it's actually a great game. It's good. It's better than Call of Duty. And I'm one of those people... I'll say that. Titanfall's reputation is killing it.
Yeah.
But it's also... You also got to look at the time. Like... People only play a couple shooters, if a couple. They usually play one.
Well, yeah, and then I think we're also talking about different types of demographics too. As much as Titanfall 2, I'm sure they expect to do well on PC. Their main focus is consoles because the majority of players are still on consoles. While our combining both
PC sales outdo consoles. Period. That was the thing that came up not too long ago. I was going to do a write-up on it, and I haven't. We'll do it. Okay. We'll do it now. Now that we've brought it up.
Okay, fine.
So we can actually talk about that. But yeah, no, PC hardware sales, and like gaming grade stuff. Like not just like, oh, someone bought a hard drive. Oh, someone bought, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm talking like gaming grade stuff. Like someone bought like, a freaking Skylake processor, and someone bought,
sure.
like GTX 1080. Shit like that.
Okay, then I said corrected. But
a lot of people are moving over to like free to play MOBAs and shit.
Yeah.
Those have gone nothing but up.
Yeah, we just said that. So anyway, but okay. Regardless of any of that, then fine. Selling, but it doesn't matter what console selling better.
Yeah.
I was going to try to make a point with volume of players, but regardless of any of that, because the point I was going to make was that console players, like you were saying, they're only going to own a couple of shooters. A PC player, once you buy the game, you own it forever.
You own it, yeah.
You don't sell it.
There's no trading it in.
Nothing like that. So with Call of Duty, I've already started getting Call of Duty's back. I have not gotten a Battlefield back yet. I haven't even gotten Titanfall's back yet. I've already gotten the Call of Duty's back, and because people buy it, play it, and they're like, no, kind of tired. It's kind of whatever, and then they sell it back. And I have been recommending Titanfall 2 because I've watched your playthroughs or you're playing your multiplayer of it and stuff. It looks really fucking cool. It looks like, hey, do you want to play something different? Do you want to play something else? I mean, because as much as I know we praise Battlefield 1, it's fantastic. It's great. I haven't picked it up yet, but I look forward to eventually owning it and playing it. But it's still more of the same. Going back to Battlefield 1, going back to World War 1, exploring all that, it's still the same meat and potatoes. Whereas Titanfall 2 kind of, changes it a little bit, giving you a mech, and it makes it a little bit different. It gives you a new flavor on the, on the old recipe. Yeah. For lack of a better term.
I like it. And we're going to go right into
Call of
Duty since we're on the subject.
Yeah.
You can start us off with a couple of the points.
Well, some of the stuff we've already said. He had a lack of players. I saw this number count or peak player count on Steam, and it was insane because Farming Simulator had a higher peak count and higher player count.
Farming Simulator. And
I'm not gonna lie. I want to play Farming Simulator.
Well, here's the thing. Not just on PC, but on the best-selling console, PS4 right now, it still has a lack of players. It took me 5 minutes to find a frontline match, and I figure frontline should be the one that everyone wants to play. It's old school. It's where you have your own spawn point, and the enemy can't come into it. And then the enemy has their own spawn point, and you constantly spawn in those spots instead of spawning around the map, and then someone spawns behind, and then you spawn in front of somebody and they kill you. So I figured everyone would want to play that. It's normal team deathmatch, just with that ruling.
Right.
It took me 5 minutes to find one match.
Yeah.
And then it took me 3 to 4 minutes just to find a normal TDM.
Yeah, I will say I experienced the same things playing it on PS4, trying to get into matches. I go through and I play modes that I don't necessarily really want to play just because more percentage of people are playing it. At the same time, I have an easier time winning matches on the Call of Duty Remaster than I do.
I think that's what everyone's playing.
That's what everyone's playing. We sold more. We had more of the $80. The Legacy Editions pre-ordered, which is one that came with the remaster
normal console.
Than normal. Yeah.
And that's the only reason why people actually forked over $80 to play a $20 10-year-old game.
Yeah. I will say it runs super smooth. It's really nice. It's the exact same old game we played. Just everything looks better, runs smoother.
And see, and that's the thing. And because it was successful in sales for that.
Oh, we're gonna get remasters of everything else.
We're gonna get remasters attached to everything else, and you're gonna have to pay the extra money just to play it.
Yep. Next year we'll get Modern Warfare 2 remastered, or maybe they'll go in order. Maybe we'll get World at War, then we'll get Modern Warfare 2, and what was between those? Black Ops, and then we'll get.
It's ridiculous, and I can't believe people are buying this shit.
The only reason I own it is because my company gave me.
Your company gave it to you.
I would not have bought it. I would not even consider buying it. I mean, it's difficult, right? Because on one hand, business is business. Can you blame the company who breaks records damn near every year when they sell their games for doing the same thing?
I don't think they broke records this year.
No, not this year, and not last year or the year before.
And last year or the year before.
No, I think the last
since Ghost they haven't broken records.
Yeah, and then Ghost fucking dude. We at any given typical used secondhand retail store, you have literally 100+ copies of Ghost sitting back there that no one ever is gonna want to fucking buy.
Nope. And the funny thing is, the companies won't mark them down to what people might buy them for.
Oh no, they're only $5.
No, $1.
No.
99 cents. They should be in the 99-cent bin.
For $5, I'd play the story.
And then trade it in that next.
For 12 cents.
That day.
Or return it.
Return that day.
Return.
That's what I meant. But here's the other thing with Infinite Warfare 2. It's just not as smooth as Titanfall. As much as they go, oh, you can slide, and you can jump, and you can wall run, Titanfall 2 does it better.
Yeah.
And then the more winning you do, the more winning you get to do. In other words, it's all the constant. I'm sick and tired of it. It's all the. All right, I got 5 kills in a row here, and let me shoot a fucking predator missile. Let me do this. Let me do that, and then you rack up more kills and more kills and more kills.
Well, that's
and you can start shitting on the team.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the kill streak rewards.
Yeah, I know.
That's been there since the beginning.
I know, and I'm tired of it now. Like we've been doing it for how long?
That's true. I will say though, it's been a breath of stale fresh air playing the remaster because you only have your set things.
You have your set things.
You have your UAV, then you have your airstrike, then you have your chopper, and then you have the dogs. And I think that's it. And
that's it.
It recycles, and it's crazy. I forgot how much the Call of Duty has changed in the years. At the same time, it's still the same. It's damn near the same fucking game, but a lot of little things have changed as far as like the multiplayer. And
just little things, yeah.
Because like you can have from the beginning, you can have your main weapon, your sidearm, and as one of the perks is how you get extra explosives like a rocket launcher or C4 or stuff like that. I forgot all about that, but it's been pretty cool. So like I run around right now. I'm running around with the what the fuck is it?
You keep going left.
I'm sorry, my back hurts. So I just kind of keep shifting to a different way.
You always end up only halfway on the screen. Like no matter how much I move this.
That's because now I'm gonna be sitting on your lap. But
it's fine, bro.
No, okay. God, I can't remember the name of the weapon. Anyway, it's one of the assault rifles. That's a really smooth assault rifle. And then back in those days, there was only like 8 assault rifles total. So like, it's not the M16. It's not the AK-47. It's like maybe it's the M14 or something. I don't know. But anyway.
But here's what I was saying with the whole kill streak reward thing. I feel like it's just so outdated now. I don't think shooters really do this anymore, other than Call of Duty. No one does it.
Okay.
I mean, you could argue that Titanfall does it because you get your mech, but it's not just based off kills.
Okay.
It's based off doing shit. Getting assists brings it up. Taking a core off of another Titan, gives you stuff to get it. I think killing the grunts and the minions that are on the map gives you access to that. It helps you get there. You don't have to kill people to do it.
In the old, in the remaster, it still kills, so actual kill streak. But in the new one, though, I've literally only played it like one time, but I'm pretty sure
it's off like a scoring system.
It's off a score. You do get score. You do get score for different things, for capturing the flag, for taking the flag, for whatever you're doing.
But you get a ton for a kill.
Yeah, you get the most per action by a kill.
On Titanfall, if I remember correctly from last night, you get the most from taking a core off of another Titan. You literally don't shoot anybody. Yeah. You hop on an enemy Titan, you take their core and jump off. I went from like 30% of my meter to 70%. Damn. And that's all I did.
But no, I agree with what you're saying. There needs to be a change in Call of Duty or in the shooter method, because like in Battlefield, there's never been a kill streak reward system,
and I think it shows for Infinite Warfare because the player count's abysmal for a Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
For a Call of Duty game. Yeah.
Like
it still shits on like Titanfall and a lot of others, but for a Call of Duty game, the player count's abysmal.
It was very difficult as an individual, as a person, right? Because as a worker, you're expected to get excited for shit that you don't care about.
Yep.
And
it's hard when you don't give a shit.
And it's really difficult. And I tried to put on a different lens though, and tried to get excited for the people that were excited. People that would come in,
try to feed off of their excitement.
I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm so happy for you. Yeah, it's coming out. You're gonna be so happy. You. I don't give a shit. I don't give 2 shits. And it's rough because and then you tell people, right? We're back to the pre-order argument. Well, you want to pre-order it? Why?
It's Call of Duty, bro. Can't let me pre-order it.
Yeah. So it was cool. You know what's funny though? With Pokemon, we did run out. More so of Moon.
It's Nintendo.
More so of Moon. And no, it wasn't for shipping reasons. We got a couple hundred of each one sold out. Sold out of Moon first. Surprisingly, I thought Sun would sell better, but Moon was selling better. So, also unrelated to this, slightly related to Pokemon. I called it. Called
what?
It's not confirmed yet, but there are strong rumors of the next Pokemon game going to be on Nintendo Switch. Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Moon, Pokemon Stars.
Sun,
Moon, and Stars.
Sun, Moon, and Stars.
Yeah. All right. So that makes sense. No, but
you're not reaching for the stars?
I've read it in a couple places, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, we got strong rumors that this might happen." It's not confirmed yet. Of course, they're not going to confirm it yet until they're done with all that. However, one thing I did read, I need to find out whether or not it's confirmed, is Breath of the Wild not. I haven't told my wife yet. Not being a
launch title. I heard that too. I heard that rumor.
There goes all your sales.
There goes your sales.
No.
Not unless they launch Pokemon.
If they launch Pokemon with it,
it's still
GG. Oh, speaking of Nintendo, I don't know if it was anywhere in what you were planning to talk about, but I feel it's worth talking about. How about that NES Classic?
Oh yeah, I haven't put it in here.
How about that NES Classic?
I want it really
I want everyone
bad.
to get salty. I have one.
You don't.
Yes, I do. I opened that morning.
I'm borrowing.
Man.
I'm borrowing it.
You can come over for Thanksgiving and we'll borrow it.
Shit.
It's fantastic. It loads up the moment you press the button, because it's a button. The moment your finger goes off of it, it's on and ready to play.
Are you serious?
I haven't experienced such a fast gaming thing, because nothing, even the best computer, takes a few seconds to.
I'm sure that shit runs off of an SSD, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it does. It's this big. It weighs.
Yeah, it's like nothing.
My phone's heavier. My keys are heavier. It's fantastic. I almost brought it with me today, but so it's super easy to hook up. It uses for power source this. It has this. A USB cable. It's the mini USB B, right? Is that this one?
Yeah.
It uses a mini USB B,
a micro,
or a micro, and it plugs in to any USB. It requires such little power. You can plug it into your PS4 and run it
while your PS4 is in standby mode.
I don't know. I'm not sure about standby mode, but for sure, while it's on, you can bloop bloop and run it. And then it plugs in via HDMI. I mean, the easiest thing to set up. And it runs great. It's got save point system. You can save up to 4. So while you're playing the game, you're playing whatever, you then hit the reset button to take you back to the home screen, and you'll see this little bubble thing pop up. And if you hit down on the D-pad, you have 4 slots for each game that you can save. And when you go to recover it, you'll start from that exact moment you were. So kind of like a active, new age. Very much like it's an emulator. It's exactly what it is.
It's an emulator.
Like the Raspberry Pi is what is running inside there.
Okay, yeah, so, I figured it was.
But it's fantastic, and I'm super happy because
I was waiting for people to do amazing things with the Raspberry Pi. Honestly, it's a little computer, but fucking big.
And that's exactly what it's running. It's got 30 games, and I believe I looked up most of them. Most of them are running $5 to $10 if you want to do it, because you can download, I believe, most of these games on the Nintendo Network. $5 to $10, so you're going to spend a lot more than the $60 that the system costs. And it comes with the little NES Classic controller.
Yep.
And the great thing about it, while the second controller
God, I wanted for nostalgia factor.
Oh, dude, me and my wife we were playing. Dude, I did not remember how hard some of these games were. Dr. Mario.
Yeah, dude, these games were hard as shit.
Dr. Motherfucking Mario, dude. I can't get past levels. I think 6.
Checkpoint system, son.
No, Dr. Mario had checkpoint system. It's you go and you die and you start over. And the fucking little viruses laugh at you, motherfuckers. I hate that. But but it's got Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3. I mean, you guys can look at the games around it, but it's super fun.
Got old, legit, golden Zelda.
Yes, both of them.
The original. Yeah,
two of them. Punch-Out's on there. Old school Punch-Out. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's been a ton of fun playing that. I literally spent like 2 days straight just playing that. Just chilling, playing. And what's really cool about it, so it uses the Wii's and Wii. So on the bottom of the Wii remote, you remember how the plug, kind of vaguely the shape that the nunchuck has when it plugs in? That's the exact one it uses. So you plug in, I'm using an old NES, they call it the NES Classic, SNES Classic controller, where it has 4 buttons.
Those effing controls stuff. Right.
Oh my god, dude. Like, sometimes just don't respond right. Because we're used to, we're spoiled now. How these fucking kids, these damn young kids, growing up with their racket pinion steering and their fancy jeans.
Racket pinion. I'm done.
No, you go to turn, you go to do something. There's no elaborate that's hella smooth movement. No, it's bloop 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 bloop.
Well, yeah.
Jesus Christ!
They have 4 directions of movement.
That's it. You can only choose one at a time.
Yes.
So we're playing Dr. Mario, and you can go head to head, and it's a ton of fun.
Oh, off Wish. I remember Wish. Fucking super. Okay, so Wish is like this. Chinese eBay type deal where you can get shit for like pennies.
I know I'm a sucker for it. I like paying the people their work's worth. I know I am the kind I buy, like the new Korn album has come out. I have listened to it on YouTube, and I want to buy it. I just haven't gone to a fucking store in a little while besides grocery stores. So I'm gonna buy it, but like I don't know. I know I'm a sucker for it, but I also I don't download movies.
I don't download movies either. That's American's deal.
Yeah, so it's just bust them out. But
fuck it, dude. He didn't care.
He don't care.
But, he's like, and.
Yeah, but so anyway, the NES Classic, people are reselling it on eBay for stupid prices. The day it came out, like I said, I opened, right? And so now that I'm working at this store, my wife and I work in the same direction. Okay. And when our schedules sync up, we just carpool. Make our life a little easier. Plus, she loves the not driving part. So we go, I drop her off, and I come back. So this day, it so happened that I was at work a good hour before my shift actually started. Mm-hmm. So I was chilling in the car, and as I roll in, there was a lineup already of like 20 people. And I'd already known I only had like 9 consoles. Well, we got 12 sent. But I was buying one.
Oh, yeah,
and fuck 2 other employees.
I'm fucking working, I'm giving to you, I'm keeping one.
I have to put up with your shit. Yeah. I get to do me. I'm doing me. So anyway, buy one. So I go over there and I tell them, hey folks, look,
okay, I got you. I understand.
Oh no, I don't think there's an argument for why you would have to buy it.
No, and we also live in a place where everyone wants to save a penny. So I mean, if you can, you can.
No, I get it, and I don't look down or think less or anything like that. That's just my personal code, mantra, moral, whatever you want to call it.
That I'm going to give the company the money.
Especially if it's something that I like, but and like I said, you do you, by me, we do us. But there is a reason that you have to have this system. If you hate new games, if you hate new games, if you hate anything past 1987, go over there, buy this, and you can time warp. Yeah.
I like the 90s era games too, though.
Yeah, what I mean, there are those people who stopped playing after the Atari, who stopped playing after the NES.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, goddamn, there's 4 buttons for me to press now. How do these kids do it?
Look at my keyboard. Fucking have a fucking stroke.
It doesn't mean anything more than a typewriter and a. I mean, there's those people that are just stuck. There's people that get old and change scares them, so they don't play the new games. I mean, I've had customers over the years that are like, these games are cool, but I just missed the good old days. All right, cool. Well, here's your Dixie South game.
Well, no, okay, here. And I've addressed this before, not on podcasts or anything, but like on Facebook, back before we even had a platform to do anything.
It looks like I'm kissing
Revan. Yep. No, I've addressed this before. Yeah. It's our generation, or not our generation, but the time period that me, you, and some of the people were born, is we grew up in between before internet and after internet.
Yeah.
And then the rapid change in everything, and so we're the most nostalgic people.
Yeah.
Like our where we are right now.
Well, and then this what sucks, right? Because Generation Y disappeared.
Yes.
Generation X exists. There are parents. Well, like your parents technically a baby boomer.
No.
She's Gen X.
Grandpa is baby.
I know he's baby boomer.
He's baby boomer. She's Gen X.
Well, because his other oldest claims that she's baby boomer, but she's stupid.
They're Gen X.
Okay, that's my understanding of it.
Why would you even listen to that?
Hey, what's going on, King?
What's going on, King? How's it going?
Face.
We miss you. We got a new little layout. I mean, it's pretty much the same, but we updated it.
Yeah, by we mean him. I'm just here for my rugged good looks.
Yeah, here. I'm gonna show you our. Look at that. We got the Sith code.
Peace is a lie. There is only passion. And we should.
You need to get right there and say that whole thing now.
There is only passion. That's all they need.
That's all they need?
That's all they need. Oh, God. Hey, well, dude, there you go.
You want to go on a cruise? Nice.
So breaking a labor laws there where I was going. But yeah, no, there's no reason that you have to have the NES Classic. I did feel really bad. Like, really, really bad. There was his parent, his father. He comes in, and so I didn't finish that. So what I did, right, before I open, I go out there and I tell him, I'm like, hey, angry mob crowd, I only have 9 of them. So here's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. The rest of you, good luck. That's exactly what I did. I'm not exaggerating. I went in, I got out stickers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Here you go. I don't open for another hour. I'm going to sit in my car. Nobody come to me. And I sat. And then I was like, you know what? They're probably going to come and ask me questions. So I drove off. I went across the street to the Walgreens parking lot, waited out there. You go from the Bahamas. Look at you, little Bahama mama.
Look at you. Yeah. I didn't get my invitation. What the fuck was it?
Muy chingón in the Bahamas.
I know. Couldn't donate to us so we can go to Bahamas. But you know, it's all right, King. It's all right.
No, all that's right? Cool, though, man. I'm proud of you. Did your whole family go?
Whole family. It was just King.
Well, no, hey guys, I'm going on a business trip. No, cool, man. Congrats. So yeah, I did that, and I'm not. And then so the whole day, after about an hour of constant phone calls,
it was fucked up. Like, I bet.
And if you're on a cruise and you weren't fucked up every day, there'd be something fucked up with your mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, family of the wife here.
Yeah, cool, man. Good shit. Well, welcome. And then, so I started answering the phone. Thank you for calling. Where we are now sold out of the NES Classic. This is Jose. How can I help you? Oh, are you sold out of the NES Classic?
No.
Nah, come on.
Come on.
I just started answering the phone like that.
People that do that.
I'm not just speaking to hear myself speak versus my usual regular day.
Apparently, that's what customers think people do. They just say shit to hear themselves talk.
You know what's funny now? I don't know if you have called into one of those retailers any time recently. They've changed it up. When you call in, you actually go through a machine first.
Really now?
Because you can call to get directions, you can get location, all that kind of shit.
They cut down on some of the bullshit that they used to get.
Yeah. But anyway, so the NES Classic, yes. In short, it's awesome. It's total overdose of memories. Have you seen any of the South Park recently?
No.
So they're doing the whole thing, the whole political thing, right? But there's memories.
Yes, I saw the first 2 episodes.
So yeah, this is a total memories trip. This whole thing.
Member berries,
thank you. And it's really fun. Remember the Death Star?
I
remember. And then they go, remember when people of a certain color couldn't get married to each other? I was like, what? I think it was Stan or
Stan's dad.
He's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
No, so it's it's been a decent little season, but
let's get back to this because we have a very big section later. So back to Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I know every year people say this is the year COD dies. Well, it might become true, and the reason I say that is especially if the next one doesn't do anything drastically different. If they keep sticking with the formula, they're just going to get lower and lower and lower numbers to the point where it's just dead.
Yeah,
and I swear to God, there has to be some drastic change. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm not saying that it is dead or is dying.
No.
I know it's on the decline for sure.
Yeah.
But it's still making money to be profitable. So therefore, it's not dead yet.
I think some of the things that need to change are the pace at which they release their DLC. We've also had this discussion before.
Yeah, they had one DLC out, and then they announced the next fucking Call of Duty. I mean, we all know there's gonna be next Call of Duty. Yeah. It's the first week of November every November.
Every year.
It's not a secret.
No.
It's well fucking known.
Yeah, I can look at my calendar. I'll tell you when the next Call of Duty's coming out.
That's why you don't ever hear people go, "Hey, when's the next Call of Duty coming out?" What's good? It's the first week of November.
Well, the idiots still ask it.
I know. It's the first week of November every year.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Oh wow!
God, you bought how many?
What's this one going to be about? Shooting shit. I don't fucking know.
It's the first week of November.
You know what's said too?
Every single November.
Not even Jon Snow could save this one.
Oh God!
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Because he knows nothing.
You know nothing.
No. Hopefully you hear the rest of that. We're not saying I'm not saying it's dead. I'm saying it might become true. Like finally.
I think they need to change something because
they do need to change something. And the sales figures back it up.
Look at Assassin's Creed.
Well, like I said, like I was saying, it's still profitable, so it's not dead. It's obviously not dead. It's not dying.
No.
But the sales are declining. They're not getting as many as they used to. It's going down. Unless they do something, it's just going to continue going down, and that's what we're saying.
Yeah. No, this isn't the last Call of Duty.
No, I'm not saying no. We're going to have probably another 2 or 3, to be honest.
And when here's the other thing too.
Or more.
One thing that a lot of people don't think about with the Call of Duties is that they don't always go. It's not like, hey, this Infinite Warfare is done. Cool. Now let's start working on the other one. Infinite Warfare was in production for 3 years.
Yeah, they're on each one of these games are now on 3-year cycles.
Because it's Sledgehammer, Infinite Warfare, and
no, it's Sledgehammer, Activision, and Treyarch.
Yeah. Infinite Warfare.
Infinite Warfare.
Infinity Ward is what I was thinking, but they got disbanded. That's what it was.
Infinity Ward.
Yeah.
COD MOBA. Dude, hey, don't be surprised. It might happen. It might happen.
And you're going to play it.
Then you're going to play it. No, he won't. He will fucking resist that to the day he dies.
No, he won't.
And then I'll bury him with it.
We'll find the one disc copy of it.
So, no, we'll just give him all the promotional material.
Oh, God, yeah, I'll have access to it.
But here's the thing. So what's sad, though, is that I guarantee you, they're going to blame its low numbers on the sci-fi setting.
Yeah, probably.
And which is a crying shame, because we love sci-fi.
Yeah.
They won't blame what's really wrong, which is the data mechanics and the stagnation of innovation.
Yeah.
They just won't. Like, it's just... There's nothing new.
That's not. And like I said...
There's the little things. They go, oh, here's a point system. Buy the things you want. Oh, here's this. Oh, here's this. Yeah. It's just little tiny things. Oh, look, we can have jump packs now. Oh, look, you can wall run.
Yeah.
And then, like, that's your innovation.
This one feels exactly like Advanced Warfare in terms of how it plays, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just it's
the exact same thing.
Yeah, and Advanced Warfare wasn't loved by people.
And people are starting to literally like, I'm done with this. I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah. But so that's our Call of Duty section.
On to something a lot more fun.
Tyranny.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Tyranny.
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 Oh, son of a bitch.
Tyranny.
Okay. Tyranny, the game where you are the asshole bad guy.
That's my day every life. Oh, wait.
Love this game. This game is amazing. Published by Paradox Interactive, done by Obsidian. Obsidian, I think, has found their niche.
Yeah.
When it comes to what they do. They used to only work on really well-known, really expensive licenses. Mm-hmm. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Fallout. They did Alpha Protocol, which was...
That's the one you sweep under the rug.
That's the one you sweep under the rug. But with Pillars of Eternity, they did great. It was fucking amazing. With Tyranny, they're doing amazing again.
They did South Park Stick of Truth.
Yes, they did Stick of Truth.
Dungeon Siege 3.
Dungeon Siege 3. We played that.
We did. Neverwinter Nights 2.
Mm-hmm.
Skyforge.
And all the DLC for that as well. Too. Yeah, and see, but they worked on licenses, on properties that were already there. Now they're doing their own thing.
I said that. Yes, I did say that. That's my day of life.
Pretty early on, you're presented... so we're learning the game so far. Pretty early on, you're presented with a choice of who you want to support between two factions. Or you can say, fuck both of them and support just yourself.
That's probably what I'll do.
What I'm liking about Tyranny is there's no good versus evil here. It's just, instead, you have a dichotomy of chaos versus order. So... And you as a Fatebinder, which is a judge, jury, and executioner of Kairos' law. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh, I messed up our life.
You mediate between the two factions. I'll live by this. So you have the disfavored, which are the elites, who value brotherhood and discipline, very much like Vader's 501st Legion.
All right.
And their Archon, the guy who personifies the disfavored, his name is Graven Ash, and he's an uncompromising asshole, loving father figure to his shoulder, and a loving father figure to his shoulders.
Okay.
He has like this special power where when they're fighting, and they would take like a mortal strike, it doesn't happen. He like literally protects them. All kinds of stuff.
There's a party member?
No, he's the guy who embodies the disfavored, which is one of the factions in the game.
Gotcha. Excuse me.
Then you have the Scarlet Chorus, the assholes who are one part demented psychopaths, one part chaos personified, and one part the strong survive, the weak shall perish. And their archon is called the Voices of Nerat, who has multiple personalities and is pretty much chaos personified.
Okay.
So those are and then you can choose to, like, who do you want to support, one of them, or you can just fuck everyone, me, just all me.
Can you, like, end up...
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far.
That's true.
Combat is fun. It's less stressful than Pillars of Eternity because friendly fire is turned off. Which is fun. Change the words from good and evil to chaos and order, or A and B. Same thing to me. Not really. Because you can have evil that is more orderly or more chaos. Evil is not just chaos.
No.
Evil can be all of it. Just because you have order doesn't mean you're good.
No, that's why I'll take it. I'll point out D&D. You can have lawful evil. You know?
Yeah, which is very orderly.
Very orderly.
It's very, well structured and ordered, and you care for the people like that are with you, but everyone else is a fucking enemy and just fuck everybody.
Yeah.
Like you can still. It's not semantics, though, in my opinion. Like, it's still evil is still evil. Like, you're still bad. They still do fucked up things. They still flay people.
So both of these factions are completely evil factions. Yes. Whereas if we're talking the classic good versus evil, you're gonna have one. Well, okay. At the same time, though, I think he's taking it from a more nihilistic perspective, where even the Pope is evil in a certain light.
Yeah, sir. Get out of here, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay, so
from a certain point of view, yeah.
That's my take on Blight Me. I could be wrong, but I see what you're going at. But like, the entire focus of this thing is that you, as the player, can do whatever the fuck you want and be evil, and
you're evil no matter which way you go about it.
There's no good.
You're still killing people. You're still.
Do you kill children?
I'm not sure. I haven't gotten there yet.
Come up yet?
Hasn't come up yet.
Will your character kill children?
You might. Depends.
Baby killer.
Were they stealing? They're getting their arms cut off.
Damn, the whole arm though?
The whole arm. No, not fuck that.
How are they gonna nub themselves after
that? You don't.
Nub around.
From the shoulder down, dude. Just gone.
That's fucked up.
Fuck them.
Evil.
Good luck either living.
What are you, some sort of tyrannical leader?
Yes.
Oh.
So the whole thing is, you as Fatebinder, you're judge, jury, and executioner. You choose how to interpret the laws. You are the person who upholds the law, and people turn to you for mediation on things. And it's always a variation of evil. It's just how you want to go about it. No matter what you do, you piss somebody off. No matter what you do, because it's just evil's evil, in my opinion. Like it just because Scrump got Arby's. Do you guys play baseball?
Not even kinda.
I used to when I was younger.
No.
Most of the good guys kill more people than the bad guys in video games, so it was irrelevant in my opinion was good or evil. Okay, I can see where you're coming from now, but
I understand.
To me, good is that hippie. I'm upholding. Strong virtues and morals.
It's all the subjective perspective, where are you coming from, sort of thing. Because what's good to you, could be perceived as evil by somebody else.
Gotcha. I can see without getting too political.
Yeah, all my examples, unfortunately,
are very political.
Can be.
Yeah,
you can trigger somebody.
But one of the other things is combos with companions are a ton of fun. So each companion you have, you end up unlocking.
Are you the master of unlocking?
Yeah, you can get them to be more loyal with you or more feared by you.
Okay.
And the more you go, whichever direction. You mean our wives? And my wife comes on stream every now and then when I'm playing. Wow. When she says good night. Anyways, But you can do combos with companions. It's really cool things. They're on kind of a long cooldown, but you get combos with each of your companions, and you guys do really crazy stuff.
Kind of like Marvel Ultimate Alliance too.
Kind of like, so. There's one chick in the game, Verse. She's like your first companion.
She's your first one.
She's your first one.
Versed one.
Versed one. Yes, she's very versed.
I'm proud of that.
In the verses.
I'm proud of that.
All right, so it's called Bloodsoaked Stone, and what happens is you trip them, and then she jumps up and like impales them.
Okay.
And then they take damage and start bleeding. Like, you have really cool combos. They're a ton of fun. Spells. I love how the spell system works in the game. You get your Master Ball. Yeah. You have cores, so fire, ice, lightning, force, control, stuff like that. Illusion. And then you have modifiers for those. Is it touch based? Is it ranged? Is it whatever?
Right.
And then you have accents, which change how it works. So do you want it to go farther? Do you want it to pair up with this or that? And it's a really cool system. I like it, and I haven't seen it done like that before. So
I'm super excited to play it eventually.
Yeah. 2 years, a ton of fun. Really love the game. On to our next bit. This is the meat and potatoes of today.
Power overwhelming.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh snap.
Whoops. Boom. There we go. Actually, aha, there we go.
Oh, nice. Has scratch. Has Rider scratched in on the side.
Right? I love that, dude. There's actually a lot of detail. I really like it.
Fun fact. So I'm an idiot. This is a proven fact, and we can see it, especially in MOBAs. I'm sorry to hear that, by me. N7.
Yes.
I got married on November 7th.
Yes, you did.
I didn't realize this either. I only realized it when you mentioned it to me.
Really?
The other day. Yeah. Or not the other day, a couple weeks ago.
You can now get the N7 tattoo.
I know, I will now get the N7. Yeah, I'm going to get it, period. Because, not that I, think about it for us, but should something ever happen, oh, yeah, it's Mass Effect tattoo. Yeah. I'm safe either way. I've told her this before, she knows. But, I was like, oh, snap. Time for an N7 tattoo.
So one of the things that a lot of people don't know is all the promotional material that you see, that's Daddy Rider. That's your daddy.
Oh.
That is not you. Your dad was part of N7.
Your pappy.
Your pappy.
When?
He's N7.
When? When was Rider?
We're going to get into it right now.
Awesome.
Backstory. Around 2185. The year 2185.
Wow.
At the height of galactic progress, unaware of the impending Reaper invasion, though after Sovereign.
Okay.
So after Shepard already became an N7 operative.
Right.
Several species band together for the Andromeda Initiative. 4 arcs, each carrying a different race. Each of the council members.
Asari,
Turian, Solarian, and Human. Because remember, we got
after, yeah. Oh, nice, okay.
So one of each of the council members.
Damn, no Krogans. I love Krogans.
The Krogans are there. They're on the Nexus. We're going to get there. Housing thousands of individuals to chart a course to Andromeda. So, here we go. More on the Andromeda Initiative. Founded in 2176 and launched in 2185, the Andromeda Initiative is a civilian multi-species project created to send scientists, explorers, and colonists on a one-way trip to settle in the Andromeda Galaxy. With powerful benefactors lending their support, the program has grown substantially in scope since its inception. The initiative's goal is to establish a permanent presence on the seemingly resource-rich frontier of Andromeda and eventually create a reliable route between it and the Milky Way galaxy. So, in Mass Effect 2, when Shepard is revived by elusive man, the year is 2185. When this happens.
Okay.
When they go. Which means the Andromeda Initiative takes place sometimes just before or just after Shepard is revived.
Depending on the...
And it's also important to note the Andromeda Initiative is a 600-year journey. So they leave now. When they get there, when we start the game, it's 600 years in the future. It's 2785.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Turians are confirmed in the game. The Helios cluster is noted as having a significant amount of golden worlds or planets ripe for life. The Helios cluster is where we're going in the Andromeda Galaxy. Each arc is led by a Pathfinder. So this is where we're getting
Nothing
into
to do with D&D though, right?
Nothing. The Pathfinder, recon teams, and others on board are in cryosleep, unaware of what transpires in the Milky Way after they depart. So we know nothing of the Reaper invasion. We know nothing of anything that happened.
Nobody tweeted about it.
Pretty much after 2. No. We were all in cryosleep. We actually wake up 600 years later. So here's the thing about each arc is led by a Pathfinder. Daddy Rider is the human Pathfinder for the humans for that arc. Then the Solarians have one. The
Turians.
The Turians and the Asari.
The Asari.
They all have a Pathfinder. And Ryder became an N7 operative and then joined immediately for the Andromeda Initiative and took his children with him.
Okay.
So he's like the leader. He's the main dude. Cool. And okay, so Alec Ryder is voiced by Clancy Brown. You know who Clancy Brown is.
Do I?
Yes, you do. You don't know his name, but you know who he is.
I don't know who you are.
So he voices Lex Luthor in the like animated like Superman and other stuff.
Okay, I recognize him.
You recognize him? He was also in Stargate SG-1. Or not, I think he was in Stargate SG-1. He was
was he the dude in Highlander?
He was the dude in Highlander.
Alright, yeah.
He was in a lot of things. He was in Starship Troopers. Well, let's see, Starship Troopers.
Okay.
He's been in a lot of things.
Cool. Shawshank Redemption, right? Mm-hmm. Cool.
Been in a lot. His voice is very well known. It's very when you hear it, you're like, okay, that's him. So you play as either Scott or Sarah Ryder. You can change their names, of course, their first names, obviously. But like the other Mass Effects, you go by your last name.
Shepard.
Yeah. The children of Alec Ryder, Pathfinder of the Human Arc. Alec Ryder is voiced by Clancy Brown. Events at the start of the game occur that pass this role down to you. You are untested and unproven, unlike Commander Shepard of the previous trilogy. Because remember, in the previous trilogy, you played him after he had already like set himself apart.
A badass.
Yeah, whether you went that Paragon or yeah. Didn't matter which route you went, he had already proved himself. This doesn't mean Mass Effect is Ryder's story from now on. They want the game to feel like a complete story while teasing other stories that could happen. So this is supposed to be like a self-contained. This could either be a spin-off, depending on how sales go, or it can be the start of another trilogy. Yeah, they want it to be self-contained though.
Yeah,
with like hints that okay, this.
So essentially, what we don't want to hear is a bunch of people bitching. Oh, wish I was Shepard. Oh, where's Shepard? Oh, why isn't Garrus making a cameo? Shut up.
600 years later, they're all fucking dead. All right.
How long do they? Now they have a similar lifespan, I think, to humans.
I think so. Yeah, I think all of them do. No. Really, except Asari. Asari live for thousands of years. So like, we could come across Liara. Like, well, we're not going to come across her unless we make contact with the Milky Way. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
You wouldn't?
We have some new chick called PB.
She's Asari?
Yes.
I'm down.
She's apparently not like other Asari. That's what they say.
Is she blue and alien?
Yeah.
I'm down.
More customization options than previous games. You can customize your father and your sibling, though not as extensively. The Nexus is basically a forward command center staffed by multiple species that arrive in Andromeda early to pave the way for the arcs. That's where the Krogan are and a lot of the other races and stuff. They're there on the Nexus. The Hyperion, humanity's arc, arrives at an incorrect location that's volatile and loses contact with the other arcs of Nexus.
Is this the same Hyperion from Handsome Jack? Maybe. Crossover.
Relationships and characters. There are more relationships in the game than any other BioWare game. As they noted, fans make a big emphasis on romance in the games.
Yeah. Trying to get a little something right? In the middle of nowhere. Hey, in space, no one can hear you scream. You know what I'm saying?
Except on the Normandy. Everyone heard that.
Everybody
heard that. The squad mate with the least amount of lines in Andromeda has more lines than the squad mate with the most amount of lines in ME3.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is, I like that. That's well played. Well played. Due to complications in the awakening process, your sibling won't join you in combat, but you can interact with them and build a relationship.
Okay, cool.
so they won't be a squad mate at all. Many of these dealings are optional, and discovering more about the Ryder family is a plot thread.
Okay.
Which I like. BioWare is confident the details of this story are what differentiates it from a traditional hero's journey.
Sure.
So this is going to be nice. We're unproven, we're untested, kind of. I'm really liking it. Loyalty missions return, but they are not critical to the ending of the game. You can complete them after you complete the main story path, for example.
I mean, that's good, because, realistically, it's like, oh, this dude who I have a blood bet with, and let's go.
Or I need everyone's loyalty max before I go on this last mission, so let me hurry up and run through all their shit. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Like, if you're like, I don't fucking like you.
Like,
you don't have to have
I don't need you in my life.
Emphasis that relationships don't just culminate in a sex scene, but rather characters can just want to get in the sack, while others are interested in long-term relationships and others still aren't interested at all. BioWare wanted to capture more shooting bottles with Garrus moments in the game, of which there are plenty.
Nice.
Which was amazing for ME3. That was fucking well done.
The best.
It culminated that whole ultimate buddy.
I'm happy about the fact that you can be able to just get some without being in a relationship. That's real.
It is real.
That's real. It's like, hey, we're out here. As far as you know, I'm the best looking human you're ever going to see.
There's also no more Paragon or Renegade system.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. They want more nuance and subtlety, and giving the player more opportunity to express themselves. You can agree or disagree with someone without being punished or cornered into a Paragon or Renegade choice.
Yeah.
Dialogue option tones: heart, head, professional, and casual. These don't affect you or sway a meter one way or the other or another. Rather, they allow you freedom without worrying about unintended consequences.
Yeah, you see, I like that, because sometimes when you were stuck, like, all right, I'm going to do a Paragon playthrough, you have to do things that you're like, oh my god, I would never in a million years ever be okay with this or allow this, or just, say, oh, sorry, sir.
Right.
I'm glad that they're taking that meter away.
Yeah, cool. So you're not like, oh, I need to go all Paragon, oh, I need to go all Renegade, just to fill some meter to get something.
Yeah. Narrative actions.
Yeah, narrative actions, previously interrupts, return, but rather than giving a red equals bad or blue equals good choice, it can say shoot, leaving more ambiguity to your choice. They want you to kind of like, well, you shoot what? What am I doing?
Right.
Decisions aren't necessarily obvious right or wrong. There are pros and cons to each, and you'll just have to play the game the way you want to find out.
Yeah.
Which is a lot like Tyranny. Tyranny gives zero indication of what's about to happen. You just have to fucking do it and live with the consequences, which I like.
Yeah,
I like, because it's real life. You don't know what the fuck's about to happen.
No,
it doesn't say, hey, choose this and you're going to gain favor with these people and wrath with these people.
No.
I really like that option.
I wish life had that. My life easy.
Multiplayer, which is what I'm excited for.
Is it shoehorned in?
No.
Alright.
It's a separate team working on it.
Okay.
More evolved and refined form of Mass Effect 3. Card-based economy where you earn experience and credits. There are microtransactions, but no real-world money is required. You can unlock everything normally. Okay. You still set the map and enemy as before, but you can also activate modifiers that give you decreased health for greater reward, or more damage for less reward. BioWare also plans to release custom crafted missions with unique modifiers that players can't change themselves, which sounds amazing.
That'd be cool.
Sounds a ton of fun. Like, they're like, here's this cool little story and mission we did. Here, go play this, guys. These custom missions give you a third currency, mission funds, which allow you to directly purchase items and weapons via the mercy of random card packs.
Okay.
However, these items are only available for a limited time in the store and can change often.
Okay.
In multiplayer, you play as the Apex Force, a militia strike team from the Nexus. Different enemies require to use different tactics. Some are shield heavy, some use heavy biotics, etc., etc. Playing multiplayer will have advantages for the single player, but it absolutely does not affect the ending of the game.
It did before?
It did before. So in Mass Effect 3, you needed to increase your Galaxy at War meter all the way to the max before you went on the final mission.
Wow.
Otherwise, bad shit can happen.
Damn.
New prestige mechanic added. With several types of characters, you earn regular experience and prestige experience. The prestige experience goes into every character of that type for example, all tanky characters. They're doing class-based, so like Dragon Age Inquisition.
Right.
Earning enough prestige can grant you added health for all tank characters, etc.
Okay.
Combat. Global cooldowns are now replaced by individual timers, so more the MMO route, kind of, with, each thing has a timer on associated to it, a cooldown timer. Instead of, like, I did this and now everything's on a fucking timer. Pausing returns only for switching weapons or using consumables. Powers are instead hotkeyed for quick use in combat, while squad commands are all in real time. So there's no, like, I gotta use ability, and you pull up the wheel and everything stops.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's hotkeyed. You just do it immediately.
Nice.
Let's see. Dynamic cover system, a la The Last of Us.
Okay.
Still a cover-based shooter with a goal to get the player moving around the battlefield more. So there's no button to hit to go into cover. As you come up to it, you automatically go into cover.
Okay.
And then you still freely move around and then pop back out of cover. It doesn't, like, stick you. You know what I mean? Jetpack allows for more movement variety. You can dash instead of rolling. Jetpack has a hover function that allows you to hit enemies seeking cover or survey your surroundings. You got that fucker stuck back there, but you don't use biotics. Yeah. You can just hover up and get them. Less emphasis on linear, clearly telegraphed environments that tell you a combat encounter is coming, though linear areas are still in the game. So it's not like, oh, you're going down this hallway, here's a huge area, and you're like, okay, well, massive fight's about to happen right here.
Right here.
Game Informer's hands-on was positive. Feel the game has a clearer identity in combat than previous games.
Okay.
You still queue up attacks, combos, and order your squad, etc. All key elements are still intact, but still wanted to encourage more experimentation and a wider variety of abilities. Class system is gone. Instead, you have full access to abilities from all classes. Okay. You can mix and match your skills from tech, soldier, or biotics.
Okay.
Goal is to allow players to try different approaches to combat without being locked in at the start.
That's good. I like that.
I definitely like that myself.
Especially if it can go, like, be a biotic and tech mix, but be good at weapons a little bit too.
Right.
I don't want to be stuck with a pistol.
I don't know. Have pistol or SMG, like, because I need that high cooldown.
Right.
However, you can still specialize once you invest enough points into a category of skills. You unlock a profile that can get you bonuses for your particular playstyle.
Alright.
This is where class names like Vanguard invest in combat and biotics, and Adept invest solely in biotics resurface. Invest in multiple categories. You need to unlock the Explorer profile. Whatever that is, whatever it does. There's a narrative reason that allows you to reconfigure your points throughout the game so that you can try out multiple gameplay approaches without making multiple characters.
That's nice.
You can customize your helmet, chest, soldiers' arms, and legs, more extensive than previous trilogies. Many familiar weapons return, as well as new melee options like swords and hammers.
Oh, snap.
Yep.
About to take over this galaxy with a hammer.
Oh, wow, that was actually it. I thought I had a lot more.
Nope, he didn't.
Apparently not. So there's a lot changing here. One of the other things that I wanted to talk about was Game Informer's interview with one of the guys over there at BioWare on the new race that we're going to come across in the Andromeda Galaxy, the Cat. Those are the Cat, K-H-E-T-T. Okay. They're like our main bad guys or whatever. They said when they designed them, they wanted to make them, very alien, very different, but they still made them biped. They still made them biped, whatever. They're like, oh, we played with the idea, not having them clothed, making them look, more alien or whatever. But at the end of the day, we decided to clothe them because that's what people emphasize with, and we want you to be able to relate to them. I was like, why?
Why would we need to relate to them?
Why do we need to relate to them? Like, why couldn't you take in this opportunity to go far outside the norm?
Is that them right there?
Yeah, one of them, I think. I don't know. Actually, no. That doesn't look right. You type in cat.
Yeah.
I don't know. No.
That's what they should have done.
Jesus Christ. You can show fucking if you want to.
No.
I don't know. They could have done so much more to make them very alien, very different. We're in a whole other galaxy. Instead, they decided to pretty much make them very similar. And it's just I don't understand it. I really don't. They could have done a lot more, and the reasons that they gave were crap reasons, in my opinion. It was just a cop out. It was like, no, we just took a Turian and changed them a bit. Like, that's what I feel like.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. It's that's upsetting. If that's the reasons they went with, because it's gonna be more relatable. Like, we're not trying to relate to these dudes. This is a new galaxy. We're trying to walk in and be like, yo, we're the new kids on the block here.
Let's see if I can find it. For satisfying fans, Fit the Cat. Here it is.
So I'm looking at.
Here we go. Sure, why not? Let's do this.
The races. They really are the cornerstone of Mass Effect. The Mass Effect design that we know it, as the fans know it, as we know it. They will retain, that sexy, sleek appeal that Mass Effect had. With the newer races, we wanted to approach them from a bit more of an organic perspective. So Mass Effect's clean, sleek, hard surfaces, well-designed industrial design. These newer races would have slightly more organic armor, more organic shape play, more organic materials that they would use to construct not only their armors but also their structures and their architecture. It applies across anything you see in Andromeda. The start or the genesis of something like the cat starts with their narrative. As I start walking through the concepts and the character, you'll start to see hints of what that narrative might be. We want to start with the faces because that's what we need to draw the player in. We had a general theme in mind with these guys where we wanted to go with a bone carapace around his face that would hopefully translate into his armor as well. One of the things we tried to figure out with these guys being the antagonist is how alien are these guys, right? We're used to seeing, a Milky Way species all kitted up in armor and essentially functioning like people would. Taking the opportunity to go out to Andromeda, do we want that same kind of relationship to our new aliens? We took a perspective of maybe these guys are so alien that we don't understand what they're doing visually. Like, should they even wear clothes? Are they more carnal than their previous aliens? Or are they more enlightened? Clothing's a vanity thing, and maybe that's not something that was part of their culture. In the initial sketches, we actually pushed that forward for quite a ways. So we definitely had to put clothing on these guys. We needed to dress them up, because as much as we wanted to make them look new or different or alien, you're always going to want to associate to them in some way. There's a really odd disconnect with trying to associate with an alien that is completely naked in front of you. You're standing there, hey, I'm in clothes, why aren't you wearing clothes? So it was definitely...
Why? That's a thing?
Clothe these guys.
Yeah, you left that how ridiculous you sounded.
Foreboding, but never to the point of being ugly, and you still want to be able to empathize with these guys, because depending on how, we have a lot of side stories, we have a lot of stories we want to tell with this alien race, so despite how foreboding or scary they are, or antagonistic, you still want to be able to have opportunities to show them in an empathizing or an empathetic way. So yeah, again, playing up the eyes was really important on some of our main cat characters, and then obviously there's a certain militaristic element to these guys, so having some form of armor was important, and that's why
they look like a mix between a Turian and a human.
It felt new, it felt different, and it was something that we could
with like organic armor.
Like, so as you can see in some of these spreads, like the white is meant to be representative of what that bone material would be, and so we found a lot of interesting opportunities within that design to use that material. For the grunt or the soldier, the most important part is that they read well in silhouette, and so what we would do is a lineup of these characters all placed one against another and see which silhouettes really kind of read the best and felt characteristic to what their write-up would be. We do have limitations in terms of our rings and what we can get away with. We share some rings and that kind of thing. We want to pick a silhouette or a character that will function believably and properly on those rings. So once that's done, we'll go in and start building out the additional designs and the additional details within that silhouette. Usually the concept artists will give a spread of anywhere from 6 to 8 variations on that. We essentially chisel down the designs and the elements that we like the most until we get something that looks fairly representative of what we would like to see in game. So we came across this guy. He was perfect. He had all the cool bone elements that we wanted. He had a nice kind of skin surfacing. He felt aggressive. At this point on this character, we decided that we wanted him to have a little bit less humanity or soul in him. So we pulled back on his eyes being the anchor for that. So we kind of washed them out and made them a little bit murky. And then started to work with game design on what we wanted or what they might want to incorporate in terms of any sort of destructible pieces or anything like that. We pass that across the team. We get a little bit of feedback from the team and we figure out if there's any last minute notes or iterations that need to go into it. So one thing that we decided to do is to play up the total contrast between the bone and the skin itself. And so we did one more pass, and following that is when we started to apply the armor onto these guys. And in doing that, it actually presented a really good opportunity for another kind of iconic element on this character, which we translated across that race. And it's got that big kind of collar piece that winds around the back of his head. All of the creatures that you may see in the cat have a very similar feature to that. It's something that we played on as a consistent motif or a consistent element across that lineup. But yeah, we ended up on this guy. It's nice. He feels covered. He feels functional. He feels like he fits the narrative and the tone of the game. And he animates really well in that way. I think the cat is going to be one of the standout races in general. Their architecture, their race, their movement, and everything. I think that's going to be an impressive addition to the franchise. It's definitely the one I'm the most proud of.
They don't look bad,
but they look like a mix between a Turian, a Protean, and a human.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, unless they try to play it up that that these are also related to the Proteans in a way. Yeah, it looks hella like a Protean. I mean, maybe that's what they're going for. Maybe without giving us away anything of the story, they're like, hey, maybe this is a different mutation of a Turian or a Protean.
See, I can see the right here, like around here, and then like in the feet and in the hands because they have three.
Three.
They have the 3 digits.
Yeah.
And then obviously the humans, and it's like they're literally like a mix of the 3. Man, I just don't.
On one hand, though, like I got to give them a little bit of room, right? We were talking before the show about, what if they went with a quadruped, or what if they went with something different? It would be harder to have that feel like a real threat and not just a beast. I think that just as a human schema that we have in mind as intelligent species walk on 2 legs.
Well, they have 4 legs and 2 arms though. Still,
Centaur type.
Centaur type.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something that looks bestial but scary at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, hey, well, fuck my life up.
Yeah.
Like Krogans.
Maybe they didn't want to perpetuate the furries and those people.
You did it.
If they gave them centaurs, tell me you wouldn't see a bunch of centaur porn. Exactly. That's exactly why they did this.
That's why they did this?
If they gave them no clothes,
they were helping us out as a society by not doing it, is what you're saying.
Yes. They were giving us less fat.
Less fat.
Less fat. That's exactly what that was. Yep.
Alright, so I think that's going to do it for this week. We've pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about. I'll dig in for next week more of the more into the amount of players on PC versus consoles and how many people are actually playing on PC now. Try to get those numbers out. And whatever happens and pops up in the news, obviously.
Right.
We'll knock that out too. Oh yeah, have you seen some of these remakes that they're doing?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
So, one thing that I noticed It's movie related. It's not really gaming, but there's a list of movies that are being remade that shouldn't be touched. The Goonies is one of them. Apparently, they're remaking The Goonies. They're also remaking Neverending Story, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Gremlins, and The Crow. To be honest, though, they're remaking it with Jason Momoa as The Crow. So, yeah.
Jason Momoa, though, he's not a good actor. He's not. He plays the same guy in every movie.
Well, hopefully we'll see something different. Maybe...
Yeah, and maybe we'll see Samuel L. Jackson play a not angry black guy one day. No, we won't.
No, we won't.
No,
we won't.
There's some people who, they do the same thing, but, we're just so used to it.
Depth.
No.
Depth.
Yeah, they don't. And,
the guy's literally a fucking human chameleon.
Well, even then, Johnny Depp's movies, the only ones that do well are the ones where he plays some eccentric, weird guy.
True. Very true.
With the exception of, Neverending Story, or not Neverending Story, Neverland. Neverland was a good one. I don't know how it did in box office or anything like that, but...
no, eccentrics, okay, so, Edward Scissorhands, Jack Sparrow, Mad Hatter, but...
Sweeney Todd, dude.
Yeah, if you want to call it eccentric, I thought it was really good, though.
No, I love Sweeney Todd.
I thought he did a great
It's the only musical I admit to liking besides Les Miserables. If you watch Les Miserables, you don't cry at the end, you don't have a soul.
I guess I don't have a soul.
I guess not. Les Miserables is the best movie ever. But anyway, yeah, but like Jason Momoa, in SG in Atlantis, he was Ronin, he was cool, whatever. Fuck, why couldn't they give us a race like the Wraith?
That would have been...
There's something different with the whole little blood life-sucking thing.
People would have been like, oh, he's a vampire. It's just a vampire with your hand.
I mean, that's what they were.
Yeah.
But they were scary. Yeah, especially in the beginning, they were scary as fuck. You couldn't even touch them. It was like, Wraith, out, we're gone.
I will say this. SG-1, one of my favorite sci-fi TV shows ever.
It's the best sci-fi TV show ever.
I have one massive problem.
Everywhere we went, they spoke English?
No. Other than that. That throughout the entire series and all the spin-offs, no one could land a fucking headshot to kill anybody.
No, but it was a TV series back before headshots were okay, family friendly.
I don't understand.
It's a time. That was just a time. If they
was that really a thing?
It just has to be.
I didn't know there was a thing. Like, I can show you get blown up to bits and shooting the shit out of you, but I can't put a fucking dot right there.
No, that's that line. That's part of that line. especially back then.
There's the one thing that used to piss me off. Like,
also, I want to say there was no gruesomes. There's no gruesome deaths. There was no, and they did Power Ranger route. Shit got shot and it was sparks. Because most of the time, our valiant heroes, dodge death every single fucking time. And if they got hurt, it'd be, I got fucking shot in my, unimportant part of my body.
Yep.
Or if something crazy happened to them, it was a weird supernatural thing. Oh, I remember that. It's some sort of supernatural thing, or a disease, or something. They did not. SG-1 had no gruesome, and nothing major. They might have gross, icky sometimes, icky stuff, but none of the gruesome, no decapitations. Icky,
I know it just the word itself just sounds so childish. Yeah.
No, I just couldn't think of a better word for it. And
I meant when you say it, I imagine you talking to my daughter. Yeah. It's icky.
Yeah. No, and then Atlantis, the same thing. They didn't cross into that gruesome. But then again, neither did Star Trek. Star Trek didn't have blowing up scenes, or if it wasn't humans blowing up.
Yeah.
You might have some
amorphous styrofoam rock that falls on somebody, right? But that's it. They're trapped, but there's no blood anywhere. Yeah, you have a ketchup smear.
Yeah. So I think it's just a time, but I agree. I mean, if there was a show that actually,
because you have something that's damn near like a zombie, and they shoot it a bajillion times, it's still coming after them. It's like, what? No one thought of landing a headshot?
No, but then
stop the nervous system.
Yeah.
It's just faces were untouched, unless someone got cut with a sword and it was a little cut underneath the eye or something. It's just It was the one thing that always bugged me.
Well, and then
just wanted to
most of the military weapons that were alien were all energy based.
Yep, they were all energy based.
And
so
then our weapons, burn marks, and our weapons were the projectiles.
Yep. Primitives.
I still laughed my ass off at the episode where the Asgardians are all, yeah, well, we never thought to use projectiles, you know, and yeah, sure. Oh shit, they die with regular projectiles. That idea so stupid, it's smart. Thanks, most brilliant human in existence. Thanks, I guess I'm fucking retarded compared to you, but alright. That's exactly what we felt like. I love it. They took Sam with them. And they're like, yeah, your rudimentary ideas. Your unorthodox methods of what? Shooting a motherfucker? Yeah. That shit works,
taking
apparently.
Something and throwing it at very high speeds.
Because it was the replicators. The replicators, you could shoot them with energy-based weapons, and they ate them. They ate those. They didn't care. Yeah. And then they went shotguns, boom, or fucking Tilk with two P90s. Just...
Oh no, my favorite is when he had 2 M249s too.
Yeah, he gave me just fucking Tilk.
Fool's playing fucking Beachhead all by himself.
He didn't go fuck, dude.
Guy, remember those old school arcade games? The ones where the top comes down and then you grab one of the things and you're sitting there just shooting everyone on the beach.
Somebody still have them. I think the one by Greenback still has it.
Really?
Something like that, yeah.
Alright, anyways, that's our show. We shall catch you all next time.
An Animal Planet. No, the Dark Side.
We'll see you all on the Dark Side.
Don't do drugs. I guess it's legal now. They can do drugs.